So you're in a hotel now.
I am in a hotel. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, but masturbating in a hotel room for some reason is much better than masturbating at home. Agreed?
It depends on where in the room.
Well, here's the thing: you can do it anywhere in the room.
It's your room.
Sure.
Yep.
You've paid for that privilege.
Where haven't I done it in this room?
You don't have to worry about cleaning up afterwards.
Right on the webcam.
I've certainly done it right here.
Yeah.
Welcome to Multiple Nerdgasm with your hosts, Matt, Luke, and Dan. Multiple Nerdgasm, your guide to all things nerdy.
So you're on location.
Welcome, new listeners.
Yes, I'm in sunny California at the moment. It's very sunny.
California.
Anytime you type the word California into a text message to us, which has been a couple of times this week, because you're there, I hear it in Governor Schwarzenegger's voice. I just can't help it. Yeah, every time.
I so wish he could be president.
Well,
would he be a good president? I mean, maybe.
I don't know. I just think it'd be funny.
Maybe. He wouldn't be the worst, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So stiff competition there.
So we've got a lot to talk about this week.
Well,
we do. Speaking of being in California, I do have a small anecdote I could open the show with.
Ooh.
I am here. I'm in a hotel. I've been here for a week, and as you may be able to see behind me, I do have a little kitchenette, right? So it's nice. And I thought maybe I'll get some groceries. So a couple of days.
Which city are you in?
San Diego.
Okay.
So just before I left, I was just doing some, preparation. And I was like, I wonder if Whole Foods through the Amazon app will deliver to the hotel. So I popped the hotel address into Amazon. Yes, they do. I'm like, good, very good. And I guess at some point I accidentally, I saved it on purpose, but maybe I ticked the default address.
Oh.
And so anyway.
They didn't deliver it from the San Diego Whole Foods to your house in Rhode Island, did they?
No. But
I'm thinking the other way.
No, they didn't deliver any groceries or anything. Well, I guess technically it's groceries. But my monthly top of toilet paper never showed up at my house, despite getting a notification that said it was delivered. And I'm saying it wasn't delivered. Got a refund because obviously I don't have it.
Yeah.
I turn up here last Sunday, and it's quite late Sunday night, and I come to the front desk and I'm like, hi, and she goes, are you
30
Mr. Ham?
rolls of toilet paper.
She goes, are you Mr. Ham? And I said, I am. The last to check in today. She goes, well, there's that, but there's also this.
Now,
so that on top.
How much are you planning on shitting while you're here, sir?
She just comes up. She goes, your toilet paper arrived, and I said, that's hilarious. I assume the room comes.
I was missing that.
Paper. And she goes, it does, yes. And I said, okay. I explained, and then we had a laugh.
Yeah.
I have
magnificent. Now you can sell it by the roll. So are you going to take that back home with you at the end?
Not all of it. I can't fit it all myself.
Try to use it all. Try to use as much as you can.
Yeah. Well, we just
complete waste of space in your suitcase.
I'm going to have to jerk off a lot tonight.
Because tonight's your last night?
That's
correct.
COVID level toilet paper stockpiling right there.
Yeah. True.
Well, that's how we get our toilet paper delivered like that as well.
I leave a nice tip for
you get a box.
Staff.
Well,
yeah. You got the standing order with Amazon, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what we do for everything now.
Yeah.
Just they know better than us when we need some.
I was literally mowing the lawn.
Why am I stressing about it?
I was mowing the lawn and I got a notification saying your delivery came, and I was like, oh, I don't think I would have seen it.
I didn't.
Yeah. And then
how long did they hold on to it for? Like, was it?
Well, it arrived here this Saturday, and I showed up like late at night on Sunday. So
okay, so it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like it arrived a week early or something.
No.
At the back, and wow, this guy is eager to shit here.
And
do you remember when I went to Sundance and Hoyt's passport got stolen, and so we had to go to LA instead of flying straight. Yeah, so we went to Sundance, or in Park City, Utah, and then we had to divert to LA because that was the closest Australian continent
Yeah, right.
to get a replacement. So we were like, okay, fuck it. We're a week in Los Angeles. Fine. And we're looking around and we're shopping at Whole Foods, which is what made me think of this. We're like, this is a really nice neighborhood, actually. We could live here. This is, like, where are we? Beverly Hills. Oh, okay. That's why. That's why. We've somehow accidentally landed in the nicest part of Los Angeles.
Dad, I have something to tell you. You couldn't afford to live there.
Mate, if I can afford to live in Sydney, I think I can afford to live just about anywhere, but Beverly Hills is probably still off the list.
Yeah.
Could be. San Diego.
I can recommend the Beverly Hills Whole Foods. Very good.
Okay.
Lots of fresh stuff.
I'll remember that next time I'm over there.
Whole Foods.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
What is Whole Foods?
And Trader Joe's I liked as well, which when I was in New York, I had shopped at Trader Joe's once, and it was excellent. Lots of very cool, like, home brand stuff there.
Yep. It's just a grocery store.
Like Aldi?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought, it was like the sort of American equivalent of the Aldi. I think it is named.
It's not as. I mean, Aldi, you're literally
Aldi.
Picking up shit off the floor. Like, it's not like that. Yeah. But they do have a lot of their own Trader Joe brand stuff.
Okay.
We have Aldi as well.
Cookie butter spread.
But yeah, they're just grocery stores. And Amazon bought Whole Foods, hence the connection to my app.
Did they? Delivery.
And Facebook has been reminding me this week that this exact week, 13 years ago, was our first America trip, Matt.
Holy shit. Is that true?
Yeah.
13 years ago.
But then we went the year after.
Jeez, that's fucked up. All right. That's a long time.
Look, are you drinking a Bacardi Breezer like a 17-year-old at an after party?
No, I'm drinking Rivka mixed vodka raspberry.
Okay, so that's the Aldi Breezer.
Arguably, that's worse.
I was in Dan Murphy's and they had a case of them for $40 because I think they're about to go out of date. And I went,
Luke just goes in and goes, "Give me your cheapest liquor." It's like that Mitchell and Webb sketch where he's like, "Yes, that is the most amount of alcohol for the least amount of money."
I'm not sure I can afford the beer that you've recommended and the bread and the newspaper. Perhaps I'll just put these two things back. Yeah. And I'll take 2 of these beers that you
that's right. Yeah.
Yes, and
quite thirsty. And would you like to sit outside?
See, I'm just happy I can't drink wine because then I'd be in trouble.
You reckon that's the cheapest? Cheap. Yeah, I guess you could get it. Yeah. But there's only 4 glasses in a bottle of wine. Well, I wouldn't buy the $3 wine if I was you, Luke. I mean, even as a non-wine drinker, I know that's probably not the swill you should be chugging.
If you can bump it up to 10, you can get stuff that's all right. Like,
I don't get a nice Jacob's Creek for $10.
I mean, obviously country different, but I don't spend more than $15 on a bottle of wine.
Mind you, 15 American dollars is like 20, 25 Australian dollars, and I'm not posh enough to spend that much on a bottle of wine.
See, what I do now is I go to Murphy's.
I won't get the cheapest, but I'll get the second or third cheapest.
That's just what Mr. Coppola wants for his wine. Mr. Coppola wants.
So all I do now
is Napa wine.
I walk into Dan Murphy's. I turn to the barrels where they've got all the discounted alcohol that's about to go out of date, and that's where I shop first.
About to go out of date. How? When does
barrels
alcohol
go out of
date?
Beer goes out of date.
I pull up to Dan Murphy's. I turn to the wheelie bin, and I see what's in there.
Yeah, Tiger King style. Matt, next time you're in Napa getting your Coppola wine, grab yourself a bottle of Paul Masson as well. Endorsed by Orson Welles. Yeah. Just, I'd like to know how good or not good Paul Masson wines are.
All right. See if I can find some. Looks looking very serious.
It's because I'm tilted. My webcam.
You weren't tilted.
I was.
He does this every week, listeners, watchers.
It's in my head.
You're drunk, Luke. Go home.
I'm not drunk. It's only been half. Got a headache.
boy,
I haven't started drinking yet.
Guys, I watched a movie this week. It's a small follow-up.
Oh.
I said I was going to watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch the movie that I said I was going to watch. I won't go on too much. It's Alien Covenant. Yeah, not a fan. Sorry.
No.
Oh no! God damn it! Really?
Yeah. Just I don't know.
Is this a wind up? Is this a wind up, and then you're going to tell us it's awesome? No,
No,
it's just not that good.
I like the start of it. The opening scene. I've forgotten that this was even in it with David and Guy Pearce, Whalen chatting about being a creator and
Oh yeah.
like, who's your creator? No, the eternal question. And then I was like, oh, okay, that sets up him doing the stuff later. But that only needs to be set up because they've clumsily shoved this in between, and I can't get that out of my head. So like, this actually movie would have been better if it wasn't about aliens. Same with Prometheus.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing I took away from it was that if they weren't ham-fistedly trying to shove us towards Alien, that's my biggest issue with it.
Well, and Prometheus, if it was going to be about aliens, they should have fucking landed on the same fucking planet as they did in Aliens, and that'd be the same fucking ship.
And okay, so I know what the answer is, but why, if David had to go through what is like hundreds of years later, actually, this takes place than Prometheus, right? He's been fucking around with this stuff, engineering creatures for hundreds of years to in this film finally, it seems, create the alien that we're used to, the xenomorph.
You're going to have to name it. Okay, xenomorph. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm aware of it.
If you must use that word. So he finally creates it, but then why was it already on the walls in Prometheus? There was a little face hugger and an alien on the wall. So it just... I know the answer. It's because they didn't know that's what was going to happen in this movie when they made that movie.
Yeah.
Well, remember, like the only reason there was really the alien in Prometheus is because people wanted it. Like,
David Space didn't put it in there when he did the first draft.
Yeah,
and it was what's the guy who's not J.J. Abrams from Lost?
Damon Lindelof.
He was like, put an alien in there, mate.
Yeah.
Well, I think Ridley Scott wanted to do the Chariot of the Gods, aliens created humans thing, and then Fox was like, you could do another aliens movie, we give you money for that. And he was like, fine. And then he was like, smush these things together, please.
Yeah.
But you're right. Just anything in universe would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Like, what a great movie that would have been if it had nothing to do with the xenomorph.
Yeah. Sure.
But it just been about, the engineers.
Either of you seen the new Alien?
Not yet. No, I haven't had a chance.
I'm planning to go before we record next week, but I'm hearing good things, so I definitely need to go. So I'll give a review next week.
Oh, wait, sorry. That's what I thought we were talking about. We're talking about Alien Covenant. Right. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought you were talking about...
Yeah, I was on a different page.
No. Sorry.
Yes, Covenant. Right. Yes, agree.
Yeah.
And yes, I thought that was in that too.
And like, I have plot-based issues with it too. It feels like the Covenant's okay, and then at the end, it gets super weird because David, I don't know if you remember it. I didn't remember that any of this was in it, so sorry if you don't remember what I'm talking about. There's two Fassbenders, right? There's Walter, who works on the Covenant, and then there's David from Prometheus, right? And they fight at the end, right? And it's like clumsily left ambiguous which one survived in a really cheesy, silly way.
Yeah.
Surprise, it's David. But like, how the fuck was anybody fooled by that? Because Walter heals. That's how he was still alive to fight. David doesn't heal, and he has bandages on him at the end, like they patched him up. Surely the crew of the fucking ship knows that David
got a tattoo.
Doesn't heal,
waiting for it.
And Walter heals. Like, I don't know, just so many things like that made me think they must have changed this at some point, and now it's confusing. Because in the other thing, at the very end of the movie, David coughs up 2 facehugger embryos in those little capsules that the human embryos are in.
Ross style.
The fuck did he get those from? The capsules. Like, what?
Honestly, They reinvent the law with every new movie, and I'm still confused about. I'm still confused how an alien lays an egg that gives birth to a creature that's not the alien, that then impregnates you with the alien, but then also you can get pregnant from an alien just by getting the goo on you, right? Like Prometheus, the black Prometheus goo, you can get that in your eye, and suddenly there's an alien inside you. But there's a queen that lays all the eggs. Is there?
See, I liked it before Prometheus ever came along. So you had all the aliens would have one egg that they could lay, and that was all the drones would have one egg that they could lay, and that would become a queen. So if they're only around, they would be able to set up and create their own thing. But
this isn't in the movies. You're talking about the books now.
Books, and so in my world, that all makes sense.
Those books were great.
Yes,
those books were very good.
But Ridley Scott didn't give a shit about that.
No,
he doesn't give a shit about a lot of stuff. You know what his next movies are going to be about?
I know who Gladiator 2 is about.
Oh, fuck me. We haven't talked about that, have we? Now,
he said this week.
I'm almost disappointed.
He said this might be my best movie, and I've made some good movies. Fuck off, Ridley.
He has.
He has. But, like, you need to stop being so arrogant at this point. At this point, you need to stop.
Yeah.
Talking like that.
1982 Ridley could be quite arrogant because he'd only made good films.
Yes.
No, he's doing a biopic on the Bee Gees next.
Is he?
Really?
Okay.
I don't know why, but I also don't know why he made that Gucci movie.
I want to know what Gladiator 2 about, because I have no idea.
No, I'll tell you what it's about.
Is it the time travel one?
Nope.
No.
It's not about time travel. It's not about Maximus going to hell and coming back to Earth.
No.
It's just about a different gladiator later on. I'm so disappointed.
It's got some of the same characters in it. It's literally a sequel.
Just a sequel. Yeah.
And this is his best movie ever?
I mean, look, maybe, but...
He says it.
Who was asking for this?
He's not going to say it's his worst when it's about to come out.
Remember how good fucking Gladiator was when it came out? We were like, fucking yeah.
Yeah. He had an unbroken chain of good shit at that point. I liked Kingdom of Heaven when it came out.
Yeah, and actually I like the director's cut even more.
Agreed.
I still think Orlando Bloom was miscast in that movie. I still think he didn't have the chops to be like the great warrior. If they had cast, say, Sean Bean in that role, right? I'd have believed it more.
Yeah.
Like someone who could take a punch.
I can tell you.
Speaking of casting
for this movie.
Speaking of casting, I just thought of something else from Alien Covenant. James Franco is in Alien Covenant. For a second.
For 1 second.
But that's because his friend's in it.
Yeah, McBride.
Yeah, Danny McBride. So James
weirdly
Franco's
miscast as well. I remember when he got the call from his agent. He was like, "Are you sure they mean me?"
Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. Yeah,
yeah. Just say yes.
Yeah, they wanted Danny Masterson, but you know, so,
they were going to give him the role whether he wanted it or not.
James Franco is the captain, and he gets burned alive inside of his pod. How the fuck did that happen? That seems like a very dangerous feature for a.
There's an entire novel about that character.
Do they explain why the pods do that? Because that's insane.
No, doesn't include that.
It literally burns him alive because they can't get him out fast enough. Who fucking
Isn't
invented
it the oxygen catches fire or something? I can't remember.
Oxygen's not flammable on its own. Why is it on fire?
Pure oxygen is.
Okay, but it's still
pure oxygen is quite dangerous.
Actually, Matt, I saw this documentary called The Acolyte recently, and actually anything can be on fire. Literally anything.
We've got some news about that. But anyway, so he's in it, right? For like he's not even awake in it. You just see his face asleep in the pod, and then he gets burned alive for no apparent reason. But not for no reason, right? And I know why he had to die. Because they had to get someone who was less competent to be the captain, and to explain why is someone not that competent the captain.
It's Billy Crudup, isn't it? Is it Billy Crudup that takes over? Yeah, Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And then also to make his wife.
He's fucking awesome at being an idiot. Actually.
Yeah, he's good in that. He's good in this in that regard.
I wish this movie was better because there was a lot to like about it. Yeah,
all the characters are boring. Like the female lead. All I know about her is she's sad that her husband just burned alive. Like she doesn't have any other
But I feel that was the same about Prometheus, and I do like Prometheus very much. But if I had a criticism about it, it would be that character motivations are questionable at best.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, right, I was like, if you needed the captain to die because you want to get someone else to be the captain. I was like, yeah, but why choose such a strange way for him to die? Why do he have to die in the pod in this weird, unexplained? Because it is quite odd, right? Why the fuck would there not be? They shouldn't just burn you alive like that. Yeah. But then I was like, oh, you know what it is? Because they needed someone else to be the captain, and they also needed a reason that the crew didn't want to get back in the pods, so that they go and investigate the planet. And I was like, the whole movie just feels like that, where it's like, oh,
you're right. It's a script written by a committee. Yeah.
Like
and they only had James Franco for one day.
Yeah, things happen because they have to happen for the movie to happen.
Yeah,
like
because the thing is, Alien 1, and I know I keep harping on about Alien 1 being the best, but it is. But like every single character was completely different from every other character. And everyone's motivation was completely clear right from the start. You know, not our problem. We shouldn't be going there. That's not our job. No, that is our job, because if we, we've got a secret directive, like it's so clear, even when it's supposed to be mysterious, it's still very clear. And then they did Alien 2, which is also every character's motivation is very, very clear. These gung-ho soldiers, and then yes, how this character is going to behave. Oh, he's going to fucking not like this, because they're actually fleshed out characters, other than just write 6 names on a piece of paper and that'll be the cast.
Yeah, we need some people for the alien to rip to pieces in a very graphic way. Don't make them too interesting.
Yeah, that's right. Well, in this too, there's too many casts. The cast is too big in Covenant as well for you to.
That's what I mean. I don't know or care about any of them. Even the, like I say, even the main lead, like the girl, I don't know anything about her. Other than James Franco burned to death, and she's unhappy because.
And women that I don't know, I don't care if they die.
It's not that. It's just. It's just a vehicle to move Prometheus into Alien, and didn't even finish. I don't know where they were going to go. They were going to make a third one.
They could have avoided that whole thing by just making fucking Prometheus linked closer to Alien.
The original script of Prometheus.
Yeah, the original script.
Yeah. Yep. That would have been good. Yeah. Anyway.
It was never to have been. I watched the movie this week too, just branching back off of Gladiator. I watched a Russell Crowe movie this week. In fact, I watched it last night, called The Exorcism. And
I've got that queued up. Is it something I should watch?
You should watch it, and I think you'll like it. It tricked me twice, right? Yeah. It tricked me the first time because I thought it was just going to be a kind of shitty remake of The Exorcist. That's with Russell Crowe playing the Max von Sydow role, right? The priest. That's what I thought it was going to be.
Maximus von Sydow.
Maximus. Oh.
Is that the name of this episode?
That's the name of this podcast. Yes. Okay. Maximus von Sydow. And then it turns out that's not it. This movie is about a Hollywood remake of The Exorcist, and Russell Crowe plays an actor cast in the Max von Sydow role. And I was like, I did not see that.
I've got to watch this now.
But then it tricked me a second time by, after that being the setup, it basically just being a rip-off of The Exorcist from then on in, but just set in a movie studio instead of... So it was enjoyable, and it had a very cool twist, but the twist was at the very start of the movie.
Okay.
I actually also watched a movie this week that he's been trying to get me to watch, Late Night with the Devil.
I watched that this week too.
Think of that?
I was just about to say that.
Fuck off.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I finally watched it. I enjoyed it, except for the ending.
I forget what happened at the ending, but I remember liking it all the way along.
Because I think the ending is meant to be... so the whole thing is meant to be like, we found the tapes of the late night show and we're going to show you what was aired live. And everything is the live show. And then it gets to the ending, and then there's all these sort of cut scenes of him...
Sure, it kind of loses the framing.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Right. And that to me gets to the point, like, is that actually what people saw, or is this just
what was going through his head at the time,
and how it ended was just him losing his mind, and he actually But up until that part, I was really enjoying it.
I love like single location horror. That's my favorite kind of horror, probably. Like Pontypool.
Oh, Pontypool's great. Yeah, no, I really liked. I see what you're talking about, Luke. Yeah, that's fair. I guess it didn't bother me that much. But I do see what you mean. It does lose the framing of like you're watching what went to air. Well, we saw his inner monologue, like him remembering what happened in the grove.
I was so in it. I didn't even think of that while I was watching.
Yeah, I didn't either. But now that he said that, I do. I know what you mean. Fucking good though. And what a performance from David?
Yeah,
that's Malkian. That guy.
And who knew he could do that kind of role?
Because you said at the time that he plays this charming, handsome talk show host, and I was like, that guy? Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he's fucking good.
Yeah, he's just a good actor. And like he's not handsome, but he acts like he's handsome, and everyone else acts like he's handsome, and so on the screen he is.
He just is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone just loves him and
very charming.
Yeah. That's a good actor. That is a good actor.
Yeah. Good performance from everybody in this.
The girl, when she was going through the demonic phase, that did freak me out a little bit. Like how
she just keeps staring into the camera.
Yep. No matter when it cuts,
and then she's like, which camera should I be looking at? And she's just staring at it. Like, very good. Just good performance.
Yeah.
The skeptic guy was good too. He was like a massive cock, and I liked him.
Yes, he was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because the thing is, we'd normally be on his side, right?
Yeah.
But in this
100%.
context,
he's like James Randi.
He was the dickhead.
It's just a pretentious fuckwit.
Yeah, more pretentious.
Yeah,
sure. Sure. Yeah. Sorry, if you hear background noise,
I finally got around to watching that.
Oh no, I can't hear it.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's a good coincidence.
You know what movie I want to see, because fuck, the quotes have been great, is Megalopolis. Fucking, I've read some great quotes about this.
Well, no, the quotes apparently were bad. It was quotes of it was so there's a trailer for Megalopolis came out this week, got pulled because at the beginning of the trailer it was a bunch of quotes from critics who said bad things about Coppola's other movies, like Bram Stoker's Dracula and Apocalypse Now. And look what everybody thinks now. So don't listen to what the critics are saying. Problem is, they made them up and but attributed them to real critics. And
evidently, didn't they use Chat GPT to generate them as well?
And then one critic said, "I did say that, but it was not about this movie. It was about something, one of his other films." And he said, "And if I could go back, I would have been harsher."
See, it's sort of weird because they could do. I understand what they were trying to do, and they could have done it. Just don't attribute it to real people. There are a million other.
Yeah.
Like,
or
if you look at,
do your fucking homework and find some people who didn't like Bram Stoker's Dracula. There'll be some.
They exist, yeah, for sure.
But like, if you look at like a lot of critics and reviews, they're all from like websites that you've never heard of half the time. So they can just made up any old thing. And
anytime I see .com written after like a quote, I'm like, come on. You know? Like, give me someone from the Chicago Tribune or someone from, like, just if it's a .com, unless it's Ain't It Cool, then I'm not paying attention.
Pop it on while you're doing the ironing. Multiple Nerdgasm.
That's right. .com. I desperately want to see this movie, though.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's bad. I just want to watch it.
And in his defense, he and the studio themselves had nothing to do with this. Some agency did this, and then they've now had to come out and say, "Yeah, sorry, we fucked up."
They would have just given it out to an agency, an advertising agency, never gone, "We're going to do this," and
I wonder if they were like, "What about this as a concept?" And then somebody was like, "Yeah, let's just get that in theaters." And then they were like, "Well, it's not finished yet." And then, get back to your desk, mate.
I kind of understand that too, because it just depends on who talks to who as well. Because I had a similar situation at work last week where somebody specifically asked me for something to be put in a presentation, and so I grabbed it and put it in there. And then somebody else flagged it as, "No, that's copyright, you can't use it." And I pulled it out, and then that person was like, "Well, why can't we use it? You told me we could use it." I'm like, "Well, don't take my word for it. I got it from fucking Google because you told me to put it in there." Like,
yeah. No, I told you I would put it in there.
Yeah, that's right. I just see what I'm fucking told, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's this Megalopolis about?
It's about a megalopolis.
Future city. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, apparently, he's wanted to make this movie since before Godfather, and before, like, he's had this idea all along. He wanted to do a sci-fi movie because his best mate was doing Star Warses, and they were doing quite well. Yeah. And he wanted to do this Megalopolis, and he's just not had the money until now.
I don't think it's going to be good.
Apparently,
I saw a copy today,
garbage.
And I'm actually just now. I'm like, why didn't I just fucking buy this? I saw a copy of Star Wars, the novelization by George Lucas today.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a signed copy of that.
I don't know why I didn't buy it.
By who? By Alan Dean Foster? Oh, signed by George Lucas. Oh, nice. Yeah. The author of that book. No, it is a book. I don't have to quote books.
Yeah, when I met George Lucas, I got him to sign that.
That's great.
Oh, and he didn't say I didn't write that.
You should get Alan Dean Foster to sign underneath it and being like actually written by.
On top of it.
Oh, yeah. Does he do conventions? He must.
He used to.
He's
I don't
very
know if he
old
does now. He's quite old now. Yeah. I wonder if he'll sign my copy of Luana, right? So this is a Italian B movie that they sent him and said, "Can you do the novelization?" And he's like, "Sure." And then they're like, "Where's your first draft?" He's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm still waiting for you to send me the subtitles." And they're like, "Oh, we don't have a subtitled version." And he's like, "I don't speak Italian." They're like, "Just write what you think is happening."
What?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
And it exists. And when I read that story, I was like, I have to own this book at any cost.
I need to find a copy of that to read too.
I'm going to bring it back though. Do you know who wrote the novelization for Alien Covenant?
Alan Dean
Foster. What a writer! And yet, if you asked me, like, what's his best book? Like, what's his take on the world? I'd be like, I've got no fucking idea, mate. He just writes books of movies I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else has he written?
Splinter of the Mind's Eye. The original sequel to the Star Wars.
What has he written that's not?
Yeah, but of his own.
Yeah, I know. Must have.
I know.
Come on.
Did he do Flinks in Flux?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but that's still derivative, right?
Flinks Transcendent. The Fourth
Awakening. He did a whole series of
alien poetry.
No, I don't see anything here that I go, oh,
the original work.
Yeah. I in my head I was like, did he do
what a great career though. If you are just a writer for hire and you don't have a point of view you necessarily want to be, known for, you just like, this is the go-to guy. And he was doing the Star Wars from said first 1978 novelization, right up until the prequel series he still did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Speaking of writers who don't want to be known for certain things, we've got some follow-up in the after party. multiplenerdgasm.com. Go to patreon.com/multiplenerdgasm.
He also did the
Sorry, Lick's so depressed. Yeah.
We could talk about our friend Randy.
Randy. Yeah. Oh, you mean Borderlands?
Different Randy.
Borderlands Randy. Because we've all known that the Borderlands movie came out and was terrible. And so I think he's done a brilliant business move and gone, we're making Borderlands 4. Look, over here. This is a good thing that you're going to like coming out over here. Forget about this.
Did they produce the Borderlands movie or did they just license it out?
I mean, he was on set.
Yeah. Right, okay. So he was involved. Because I know that, say, for example, the Max Payne movie had nothing to do with Remedy. Like, didn't even ask them to look at the script. They just paid the money to be able to make the movie.
No, I think they were a little bit more involved with this.
Right.
But it's just Randy doing the magic trick. Look at this hand and don't worry about this.
The prestige.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. And I don't think it is honestly a complete, like, they weren't planning to announce this. Like, it would be crazy for them not to announce the game around the same time.
They haven't even started development and they're just like, what do we do? And he's like, guys,
just
make another game.
Borderlands. Yeah.
Like it is coming next year, so it's not totally out of place. I just find it weird that they left so late.
Games that only take a year to develop, not interested. Where's my fucking Elder Scrolls 6?
I'm positive Randy Pitchford was sat there hoping Borderlands would be a massive success, and then they could announce this as well, and it would just be
guess what?
amazing. But
you can play as Kate Blanchett.
Has anyone seen it yet?
No.
I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll see it. I don't know. I'm not even such a huge fan of the games. So I mean, I've got literally no reason to watch this movie. I played the first game and I thought it was pretty good, but
the games are fun. It'd be fun if we played with each other.
Oh, okay, now you're talking.
Like that's what they're designed for.
Okay. I mean, we can pretend we're going to, but we never have. So
we never will. We can pretend though.
We have a brief period where we can all 1 hour. And this is it. And we do this.
Right. And we do this instead. Yeah. Interesting.
Was there anything else? This was at Gamescom. They announced this, right?
Yes, there was other things. I mean, not announced, but some release dates. Stalker 2 confirmed for this year, which I found interesting because I love that franchise.
Indiana Jones got a release date.
Yes.
I still don't know.
I don't know either.
No,
I'm gonna have to just play it. I'm gonna have to just get it and play it.
I saw they said they said it's going to be on PS5 because people weren't sure because Microsoft is obviously producing it, and then they said, "Oh, why did you decide to release it on both?" And they said, "Because we're running a business."
Money. Yeah. Because we would like to not have half the money we could have potentially have.
And I tell you, this is going to what I was saying, that Microsoft is setting themselves up for when consoles go away.
Yeah, maybe.
Sure.
Maybe.
I've been playing on my cloud thingy.
Oh,
in this room somewhere.
Yep. You've been playing Xbox?
Alan Wake 2. Yeah, I've been playing Alan Wake 2.
Remotely on your cloud?
Correct.
Yeah, right. So you're not in the same Wi-Fi as your Xbox is.
Correct.
You're just on Wi-Fi. Great. That's good news, actually, that it works like that. Not that I have
a bit of lag, but and then at first I wasn't sure. I'm like, am I going to be able to? And then I forgot, actually. I was just playing the game and I forgot that was a thing. So either I adjusted for it automatically or...
or it adjusted. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
It's been good.
Playing. Indy Special Collector's Edition comes with a fucking globe of the world with a little magnetic plane that you can stick on. And I fucking want it.
I kind of want that. Does it actually come with the game?
It comes with the collector's edition.
No. Look at that.
Yeah. You get the game if you buy it.
It's got that, and it's got a little Grail diary.
Yes, and it's got the little thing that's the MacGuffin in this movie as well. Some little code thingy-majiggo. It's got
not the Dial of Destiny.
It's not the Dial of Destiny, unfortunately. Go back and side with Hitler.
Yeah, it's not. It's not Mads Mikkelsen's Nazi uniform.
I assume it comes with the game. Mind you, it's $330.
Yeah,
Jesus.
That.
I could just buy a globe and stick a plane on it.
Mind you, this is what it comes with, right? The All-Maker Relic Replica, so that's whatever little code thing is from this movie.
Sure.
The globe, which is also hidden storage. Now you're talking, right?
Okay. I do want a whiskey globe.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that big.
No, it's like, I mean, you could put some the journal, steel case. Early access to the game. Okay, 3 days early. Plus all the DLC, plus digital artwork. Okay, fine. And then it just says, it says Temple of Doom outfit. I assume that means for your character. I assume it doesn't come with a fucking outfit to wear.
Well, that would be perfect because, as you know, Dan, you and I have agreed at some point to reveal our Temple of Doom.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that yet. Just so you know, I'm pretty sure it's been 6 months, but I am not ready to take my shirt off.
Damage this week, I promise you. While I was here, I've not done any exercise, and I've been eating up a storm.
It's been about a year since we said it because remember, it was about 6 months. It was meant to be on my birthday.
I'm sure the listeners know exactly when we were supposed to do it.
Yeah, I'm not there.
We've been supposed to do this fucking AMA episode for months as well. So
yeah,
it's coming.
So I do swimming lessons with my daughter on Sundays. Right,
I thought you'd learn how to swim by now.
Yeah, I know, right? And
Papa's teaching him.
It's all dads, so you got to get in with them, right? Because you can't put 3 of them in the fucking water. But it's interesting which dads wear rashies and which dads don't, right?
Oh, sure.
I do.
You're
right?
a rashy dad?
I'm a rashy dad.
I will ask, is it indoor or outdoors?
It's indoor and it's heated. It's lovely. Right?
Okay, then I've lost all respect for you.
No. I don't wear the rashi to stop the sun. I wear the rashi to fucking stop my gut from hanging out.
But you can get away with doing it.
Well, here's the thing.
Outside.
So there's the rashi dads, and we're all just there. Who knows? I might have a beautiful 6-pack under here. You don't know, right? It's covered up. There's no way for you to know. But then in the rest of in the shirtless dads, there's 2 camps. There's the I'm in such good shape. Why would I even own a rashi, right? And then there's the fuck it, you'd be able to see this anyway. Right?
There's no hiding what I am.
So there's everyone in the middle with the rashis on. But I've also noticed there's a dude there today, and I I'm a 45-year-old man. Like, I look at men's bodies and fucking judge them. I don't give a shit, right? Call me gay all you want, right? I'm looking to compare myself to it. But there was this dude there today, and he had the beer belly, but he had such fucking big shoulders and chest muscles that it compensated. And I'm like, okay, maybe I've been going about this wrong. Maybe I should stop trying to lose weight and start just trying to fucking bulk until my chest pokes out further than my gut.
Have you seen the world's strongest man events? They don't have 6-packs or anything.
That's true. Yeah, they're just big dudes, right?
They're big guys. That's 6-pack isn't strong.
You need mass on you.
The problem is, if you go back to when we were kids, strong men used to just pull their pants up over their fucking beer guts and just but now it's all about fucking cut. It's all about being cut, and I just can't compete in that world.
No, it's not going to happen. It requires way too much determination.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to see the size of this, but I do need to see the size of this globe before I invest. I think it's a lot smaller than you think.
It's 11 inches, so but is that diameter or circumference? If it's diameter, it's a ruler's length, so it's like a medium size.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm not paying $300 for it.
No, if it was like a full-size globe, yes.
Even then, I can't drop $300 on a globe.
This just makes me want one of those ones that's got glasses and stuff. You could probably get one of those off Amazon for $300, and it'd be more useful. And stick a plane on it.
Could. Okay, hold on. Let's find out. Globe.
It's also not on a tilt, and I don't like it.
Oh, interesting.
Whiskey globe.
Yeah, you're right. It's just straight up and down. $230. So yes, slightly. Oh no, fucking here, $150.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Floor standing.
Yeah, I'm looking at one now.
Okay, now you see. Yeah, I'd prefer this as well.
And on the inside of it, it's got space.
Yes, we're looking at the same one, right? Yeah. Awesome.
I'm gonna buy this. This is fucking sick.
Yeah, you fucking should. Oh shit, this is rad.
Does it spin or is it fixed? Oh,
no, it couldn't possibly spin because it's got a.
If you've got stuff in it, I don't doubt it.
Maybe it spins. It spins.
No, it couldn't because the bottom couldn't possibly spin with stuff in it, so the top couldn't spin as well.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it spins.
But I mean, how often are you going to just sit in there spinning it?
I might get one of these.
All right, we'll see that behind Matt next week.
Yeah. Or it'll get delivered to his hotel once he's already home.
Yes. Have you updated your address, by the way, yet?
I haven't deleted the other one.
Yeah.
I've deleted the other one. This thing is sick. All right. Anyway.
He's fucking sold. Yeah. I noticed you can buy a USB hub that is also a secondary monitor and is shaped like an old Apple II. And I want this very badly. Instagram keeps advertising it to me, but it's $350, and I just cannot drop $350 on a novelty USB hub.
No,
but it's got a display in it as well.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to be this big.
I know what you mean.
I mean, I could hook them up my fucking Amiga Mini to it. And look like I just had an old computer far away.
No, it's a bit rich for your USB hub. $300.
Mm.
Oh, hey, so sorry. Speaking of Temple of Doom costumes,
there's
a bit of Temple of Doom costume news.
There is absolutely Temple of Doom news. Yes, the film-worn prop hat from Temple of Doom. I assume there was a new one for each movie because probably
they are a bit different.
I reckon there was multiple,
get all bent up and stuff. Yeah,
they look a bit different in each one.
Yeah, right. You're right. Well, also, there's supposed to be different time frames too. So I think in Temple of Doom, it's supposed to be newer than it was in Raiders, right? But then by the time he's gotten to
that makes sense.
Crusade, he's gotten a new one and he wears the tie with the middle of the jacket. But it just went up for auction, and it was sold for $630,000. That's a lot.
Screen and photo matched fedora. It's not the real one.
What?
Oh,
that's what this says.
Well, what does that mean?
This must have been the real one, but it's hang on.
Here we go. No. Harrison Ford worn hat, later owned by his stunt double.
Okay. Why does it say screen and photo? Oh, okay. Screen and photo match, as in they've verified that it's the right one, I guess.
Oh, I see. Right.
Oh. Right. Yeah, okay. I'm confused about what.
But I think you're right, Luke. I think there was probably 10 of these on set, and it's like here's one with a elastic for when you're doing jumps, and here's one that looks really good at the front for when we're doing close-ups, and here's one that looks good at the back for when we're just going behind. And
and
just one of them.
When filming on the set, if it gets dropped, you need to have another one ready to go.
Just they're trying to pick one up.
It's not like they're not going into one.
Dropped it, leave it there.
One hat.
Just forget it. It's gone. When you said Harrison Ford wore it, I was like, I wonder if they just said, "Could you pop this on for us?"
Pop this on.
Yeah. There he is wearing it.
No. It says here, for it worn in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Okay, cool.
More than doubling its pre-sale estimate. So it even shocked them that somebody was willing to pay this. Mind you, if you're a fucking multi-millionaire and you saw Indiana Jones's hat, I don't know. Maybe
would you wear it if you dropped $630,000?
I'd certainly put it on at least once. Absolutely. I probably wouldn't wear it out of the house, but I would put that thing on. Yeah.
Would you put it on and go?
Yeah. I try to change scenes by like dipping it down in front of the camera and like pulling it up, and suddenly I'm old. Yeah.
I'd wait till
the garage door was coming down, and then I'd run under, drop it, and then reach back through and grab it.
Every single day. So, Matt, I seem to recall you and I going to Disneyland 13 years ago and buying doing the Indiana Jones things. And you got yourself a nice official replica prop.
I did.
Wasn't $600,000 if I recall. It was about $60.
Yeah, I think it might have been like 100, but yeah, I have one.
Yeah.
I've got one too.
I mean, if we're talking yours wasn't worn in the film, of course.
No.
But I mean, it looks exactly like this.
But
I've worn it if anyone cares.
No. What if you beat Harrison, and you just throw it on his head, and then you go,
when he's not looking.
He's worn it.
Yeah.
I'll do it for $250,000.
If you just walked up to him on the streets of fucking Bel Air or whatever, and was like, Harrison, please just put this out on once. I wonder if he'd do it.
I don't think he'd have any time for that shit. I think that kind of thing, you've got to say no because you set a precedent if you do it.
Yeah.
At least I think that's.
So I had a friend who was an autograph chaser years ago.
Oh, really?
And he would go up to the celebrities 9 times out of 10 would be fucking annoyed by him. They'd be like, "Dude, I'm eating dinner." Like, and he'd be
I've seen videos of it.
Sign it and I'll go away. Like he would just get it at any cost.
Like some videos, you're supposed to be outraged at the behavior of the celebrity, and I'm like, just fucking leave him alone.
Yeah, leave him alone. He doesn't want to do that. Yeah.
I did.
He knows that he knows you don't want that for your son. Like,
yes,
he knows what you're doing. You're going to sell it.
Have you seen Pedro Pascal? He's got a rule about taking selfies with people now.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
It used to be he'd have people do the whole thing where he died in Game of Thrones and put their fingers in his eyes. And he got an eye infection.
Oh shit!
Guy from doing it.
Yeah.
So he's got a rule: You don't touch
my
face.
Funny.
Anymore.
That's not my go-to Pedro Pascal moment, but I guess that there certainly was a time when that was what he was most well known for.
Yeah, I doubt that's the current Raw, but would have been at the time. That was no more putting shit in my eye.
Yeah. No, don't let people touch your eyes.
No.
Because I
can't imagine meeting a celebrity, even Pedro Pascal, and going, "Can I put my fucking thumbs in your eye?" Like,
maybe he was offering it. It was like, you
want to
selfie, $20.
Yeah.
Signed photo, 50. Fingers in the eyes.
Finger my eye sockets.
Yeah. And then Neil Gaiman's like, "Oh, just in the eyes."
Yeah. Save it for the after party.
All right, sorry.
Speaking of stuff that Neil Gaiman might like, I guess The Crow. I'm assuming he likes that movie.
I don't think he liked this one, from what I've heard.
No, I don't
think anybody does
this one.
Actually surprised?
I mean, I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard, not very good. Didn't look very good.
But the headline I saw was Borderlands has got some competition.
I saw one review for this movie that just said even worse than you think.
Oh,
and
God.
I saw one that said not even as good as the forgettable sequels to the first one.
Wow.
There's only one good Crow movie. They should just give up.
Yeah, Crow Salvation with Edward Furlong.
Yeah.
The short-lived TV series with Michael Dudikoff. Was it Michael Dudikoff? No, who plays him? But somebody. But he just works in a bar, and he only becomes the Crow like when he gets angry, like the Hulk. He's the Incredible Crow.
Crow smash.
And the rest of the time, he's just working a job.
That's weird.
Well, yeah, because it'd be hard to make a Crow TV show where,
Well, also because it's much more expensive to film at night than in the daytime. It's just also day.
And you got to use so much light.
Yeah.
I saw it. So the Crow, the director, has responded to the negative feedback, and I feel like this is just, I don't know. I mean, maybe he's trying to save face, but it's just, he says, I think a lot of people are very active online and not so active in life. Get out and do something, and have less time throwing stones. All right, mate.
Well, they got out and watched your movie.
Yeah.
That said, I look. Yeah. There were a lot of people that would just had decided.
Stop watching my movies and go outside.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good for people to know that this is a reimagining. Okay, I think they do know that.
Yeah, they do know that.
Yeah. Why is that?
You've also pointed out that this is a remake. No, this is not a remake of the film. It's an adaptation of the book. Okay.
Also, not relevant if it's a bad movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it was a reimagining. Doesn't matter that it's shit.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't hate it after all. Yeah. It's a shame because Rupert Sanders, as we've discussed ad nauseum, he hasn't made a good film, but fuck, he did a good job with the ODST live action trailer back in the day.
Yeah.
That was fucking magnificent, and I've been waiting for him to make a good movie. And when I found out he was doing The Crow, I was like, okay, this could be okay. Evidently not.
No.
Let him make a
Halo. I don't like that he's got a mullet, and I know he had a mullet in the comics, so I know that's not but it's just not for me.
No,
which is fine. But I'm not going to go see it and get angry that it wasn't for me. I know it's not for me, so I'm just not going to watch it.
Yep. Yeah. And then this thing about how they banned guns because of after Brandon Lee's death. Well, I mean, yeah, it is after Brandon Lee's death.
30 years after.
I mean,
but you couldn't. But there's the thing. What would be the fucking chances? This is the one set you pretty much could have guns on because you'd be like, it's not going to happen again.
Yeah.
No, well,
I mean, it's just an odd thing to don't mention that you did that. Like, it's a bit on the nose to even mention that. To be honest,
at the point where they don't need to use real guns. Like,
that's what I'm saying. You should just not, and you shouldn't have to say it. Like,
mate, you can get an airsoft gun that you shoot, and all the bits move like they are a real gun firing, and all you've got to do is just put the muzzle flash in post.
Which they do.
Matt will show you how to do it. He was doing it in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's true.
But I was watching stuff lately, and they put the muzzle flash in anyway.
Yeah, because real guns don't look like that.
No.
Yeah, if you watch gun content on YouTube, you go, "Oh, that's what a gun sounds like and looks like when it fires."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is just. I mean,
it's an article they can
it's
put up
marketing.
to add revenue.
Yeah, it's marketing to say that they didn't. I mean, and after it mentions Rust in the article as well. Like, yeah, it's not a good idea to do that anymore. Just don't do it.
No. Well, as fucking The Rock says, it's just use fake guns. I never saw why you needed to use real ones.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw an interview with the director of Rust the other day, and he said, "Oh yeah, that scene's not in the movie." Of course, it's not. Why you have to,
it's this, and then it just cuts.
Like, yeah, that scene's not in there. We didn't want to go back in there and finishing it. Of course you didn't.
Of course you fucking didn't. You would have changed the whole storyline to get around that.
It's just odd that you had to mention it. I mean, of course it's not in there.
Well, the scene
maybe people are thinking
where Brandon Lee died is in The Crow, not the shot that killed him.
Yes,
but the scene is still part of the movie
because you can get away with not having that scene in the movie.
Yeah, no one hurts him. He's still alive. He's not back from the dead.
I see what you're saying. So maybe the Rust thing might be that they've just removed the whole scene from the movie.
Yeah, I think that's what they're implying is that he's not in that church shooting at any point in the movie that you will see.
Yeah,
I see. Okay.
Because they weren't actually filming it; they were just blocking at that stage.
Yeah, true. It's not even like they got the shot.
No. Oh wait, no, that's the correct.
Whoa, yeah, you got the shot, Danny. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah. So I will not be going to see the
party. Should we talk about some news that'll make Matt sad?
No.
Yeah, I want Matt to be sad.
The Acolyte has been cancelled.
Yeah, I am sad, actually. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. And I am bummed. And it bothers me because, I don't know, they did something a bit different. And then, obviously, it didn't work out. I mean, it was too fucking expensive. But it just makes me think, are they just going to keep doing more of the dumb shit we don't like?
Well, here's the thing.
Because people are watching it.
What lesson they'll learn from this? Because... like, not just fucking... They've pulled all the merch for this, too.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Exist.
People
You're not going to be able to watch this.
I thought people are worried that... Because they killed Willow. Willow's gone. You can't watch it. So maybe they'll do the same thing. It's like...
Just forget this ever
Disney
happened.
have a history of that, too. Disney just fucking delete things.
And it's because... Apparently, it's not even because of the bad, discussion online or anything like that. It's because literally nobody was watching it. So they were just like, well... And they don't.
In other words, all these people that were complaining about it probably never saw it. They were just like we were in that first week where they were like, "What pronouns? Fuck that."
Yeah. So yeah.
Did you guys read? It was supposed to be fucking Keanu Reeves, and the only reason he pulled out was because of scheduling, and so they got the Squid Games guy instead. That was supposed to be Keanu.
That would have been sick.
Imagine if you just changed that. I wonder if people would still be saying the same thing.
Mate, yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, they're not going to find out how the things wrap up. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know, man.
Not only will you not find out, this will just be not part of the story.
Maybe there'll be a novel
be
or
part
something.
of the story.
Well, no,
that's something too. They're just
I doubt it.
Shove it all completely.
Yeah, I doubt there'll even be a
Straight
novel
to Legends. I reckon. Yeah.
Oh well. All right.
Because even with the novels now, I don't think they can go back and write stuff in the Legends universe. It's just that's over there and everything is new.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I enjoyed it when I did, while it was available to be enjoyed. I still
try to buy it on physical media if you can, Matt, because it'll be disappearing off your.
I've got it. Don't worry about that. Let's see.
Come to my fucking house, mate.
Yeah, but yeah. I just think this is very. It's disheartening for.
Look, the one good thing we still got Andor. Andor, we still have
more for loan.
Andor, we still have season 2 of that's coming out, and then I don't know.
I'm shocked. No, don't get me wrong. That's my favorite, and I'm glad. But I'm shocked that that's getting a second season.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was just timing. I think also people are getting they got over Marvel, they got over Star Wars. There's just so much that came out, and I think Andor came out quite early in this run.
And Andor didn't get the bad press that the Acolyte got. So I think the double problem with the Acolyte is that people weren't watching it, and then they see the discussion, and they're like, "Well, I'm not going to watch that."
Yes,
and then they just never will. So.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with Andor, it was the opposite.
10 Acolytes before I would watch one episode of fucking Book of Boba Fett ever again.
Or they're also going to make more of that.
I still haven't decided if I'm going to bother watching Ahsoka for Ray Stevenson.
I'm not.
It's not bad.
What I saw was.
I bet it is. Yeah, I bet. I don't know. I don't think I like Star Wars at all, to be honest.
I saw some of the Acolyte action figures today. I went to a collector's fair.
Heavily discounted.
One of my colleagues from work took me to a collector's fair in San Diego. It was a lot of fun. A lot of cool shit.
I was going to ask. Yeah, there's some, did you buy anything?
I did, actually. I did. I'll show you what I bought, actually.
Maybe she's going to have to get rid of some toilet paper.
Yeah, maybe that's what he bought. He bought more toilet paper.
I packed it away. I've just realized that's going to be a pain in the bum.
How many rolls of toilet paper did you have to get rid of?
Yeah, I've just realized I packed it away. It's going to be a pain in the bum.
How many rolls of toilet paper did you have to get rid of to pack it?
I've got 2 packets in my suitcase still, and I will remove more if I have to.
No, you're literally just not going to tell us what it is because you can't say.
I'm telling you now. 2, still in the shrink wrap, gold box D&D games from the 80s. Gateway to the Savage Frontier, which I did already have, but not in the fucking shrink wrap. And then the sequel, Treasures of the Savage Frontier.
Are you going to open them?
No, I'm not. I'm going to put them on my shelf, and then at some point, I want to have a little display of some games. I was saying to the guy, "Do you have any more stuff like this?" And he was like, "Oh no, not really. I've got some laser discs over there." And I had a look. There was fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark on Laserdisc, Close Encounters, and I was like, "These are big and heavy, and I don't want to do with them."
And
I didn't want them, though.
I'll just also point out.
Oh no, I know, but they're just quite beautiful.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah,
artifacts. Like that's what I want.
Laserdisc it never got what it deserved.
But because they're so big that it's got all the the screen grabs from the movie on the back, and the artwork is good. It's just a good big like vinyl. The vinyl presentation is good.
Yeah. There was one hi-fi shop in Sydney in Haymarket that used to import Laserdiscs, and it was when you remember when DVD came out, but not here. And then they started to roll some out here, but Region 4 was very, very limited. I had to go all the way into the city to buy import DVDs. But they would
discountdvd.com.
Yeah. Funny thing is, so I was at the library. We go to the library every weekend, and there's this shelf of DVDs there. And Harper was like, "Oh, what's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're movies." She's like, "You can borrow movies as well as movies." So she selected this one that she wanted. And I'm like, "Can I even play this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, you can get it." And then we get it home. She opens it up. She's like, "Huh, it's a little record." And I thought it was funny that she knows what a record is because we have vinyls and we have a turntable, but we don't have a DVD player. And I had to download the app onto my Xbox.
The Blu-ray
app. Even watch it. I'm like, these are all on Netflix, right?
Yeah, but so it's fun.
All right, guys, I'm going to give a little preview for the after party.
Oh, okay.
You guys are going to be able to talk amongst yourselves, and I'm not going to be able to police you.
Oh,
my headache
because of your headache
has going.
So,
headaches
people, think about that.
No one
after party
can censor
us. If you hate Luke, go to patreon.com/multiplenerdgasm.
Yeah. If you're a fan of free speech, go to multiplenerdgasm.com.
For $1 a month, you can get an episode with Luke early every week, but for $10 a month, you can get one without him.
Yeah,
$5 a month. It is
just
now. Changed it.
Yes,
we did.
Only $5.
But yes, sorry, I'm not going to last any longer.
Yeah, go.
Right.
Goodbye.
Bye all.
That's all for this week. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed it, then please subscribe in iTunes to receive episodes automatically. We'll see you next time.